Section 9.1, Problem 1. When drawing the scatter diagram, along which axis is the explanatory variable placed and along which axis is the response? Well, let's see. How about this? Both variables on one axis? That's crazy. How about the horizontal axis for the explanatory? That's the x, that's the input. And the response, that's our output. That's the vertical. So let's go with that one. We should read the other ones just to be sure. Both variables along the horizontal axis. You can't have two variables on one axis like that. And then this one here is just the opposite of what we are looking for. Now, what about question 2? Suppose two variables are positively correlated. Now, positively correlated means this. So let's see, my positive slope. So what can we say here? Does the response variable increase or decrease? Now, the response is the vertical, and the explanatory is the horizontal. So what do we know? What do we ask? Does the response variable increase or decrease as the explanatory variable increases? So as the explanatory increases, this one here, if it's positive, then the response is going to go up. Do we have that? First one says we cannot say. Well, we can. This one says the response variable will decrease. No, that's the opposite. This one says the response variable will increase. That's the one we want. This one says they'll remain constant. Let's go with this one here. Number 3 says, look at the following diagrams. We've got this scatter diagram, this one, and this one. Which diagram shows high linear correlation? Which one shows moderate or low correlation and no correlation? Okay, well, this one here, I can see that's going to be high linear correlation. So for C, I'm going to say that one is high. Now, this one here, this is no linear correlation. That looks like a cubic. I mean, there is a relationship here, but it's not linear. So I'm going to say this is no correlation. So I'm going to claim this one has no correlation. And then by default, this one has to be moderate or low. And that's true. I mean, there's a tendency to have a positive slope here. So this one would be, let's say, moderate or low.